Got your message. Yeah, so you're doing it basically right with one small thing that's wrong. Um, so the part that is getting you is right here. It's find a formula for the moose population, um, P in terms of T, the years since 1990. It's that since 1990 that's getting you. I think what you're doing is you're setting 1993 to T equals 0, which would make sense because if you put T equals 0 right here, then the population would have been that 4570. Um, and then that would make your model work just fine as long as you're counting years since 1993 instead of 1990. So let me show you how to do that in terms of 1990 instead of 1993. So we don't have the population for 1990. We could get it fairly easily by just subtracting 750 off of it because it's going to be that slope backed up 3 years. But let me show you kind of a little more general way to solve it. So if we're doing years since 1990, 93 would be, the input would be 3 years because that's 3 years after 1990. The population would have been 4570. And then my second point would be in 98, that would be 8 years after 1990. The population would have been 5820. From there, it's probably just like what you were doing. You would find the slope, and I won't show all that because you already got it to come out to the 250, and it would do that again. And then when you go to find that y-intercept, which is the part that was getting you, now if I use this point, or that one, either one, but with that x value or the input value adjusted, we should get a different y that should match the correct answer. So I could go y minus y1 would be 4570 equals the m, the 250 that you already got, and then x minus 3. And so you can see that's going to end up taking off that 750 from that 4570 that you have right there. So 4570 equals 250x minus 750. And then we would just add that 4570 over, and let's see, 4570 minus 750 and 3820. So I'm getting y equals 250x minus 3820. And I just noticed as I'm doing this, I'm using the completely wrong variable, so let me correct myself there. P, as a function of t, should be 250 t minus 3820. And you'll see that, like, if we do 2009, if I put 9 in there, I'm going to get that same exact answer you did. It's just shifting it so that 1990 is 0 rather than 1993 being 0. So anyhow, that's why I was working out for the one half, but not the other. Give me a holler if you still have questions.